Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and good at home. And I hope you all are working very hard this year so that you can score good marks in the examination. Okay, your examination is going to be conducted any day, the date will be announced. Okay, so from the beginning, if you will start studying nicely, then you will score definitely a good marks. And if you will not study properly, then obviously the marks will not be that much good. So you have to work hard for scoring good marks. As you have already seen your result of last year, so from that we have understood, or we have observed that whatever mistakes we used to do, okay, we used to change that one. Okay, we used to change that mistake. Okay, as we are already knowing where we have done the lacking, and where because of what reasons we have scored we have not scored that much marks, or we have not scored very good marks, those who have not scored. So this year we have to do what? We have to work as hard as we can, and we can, so that we can score a very good marks in the examination, isn't it? Now this is the first video which I am making for you all of this session. This is the first chapter which we are beginning. That chapter is all about the revision of the things which we have completed last year. Okay, last year what we have done, we have done so many of the chapters, addition, subtraction. You must have learned in standard 3 so many of the things. Okay, today in this chapter, this is the sum up of all the things which we have already completed last year in standard 3. Okay, it will be a revision kind of chapter. After this chapter, when this chapter will get over, then the new chapters will get started. Okay, so in this chapter, if you will concentrate properly, then you will score very good marks. Okay, because this is a very important chapter, and in this all the things which you have learned in standard 3, or all the kind of exercises or things which you have done in standard 3 is given in this chapter in the exercises. Okay, so you have to do this chapter very nicely, okay, so that you can score a very good marks, okay, for the examination. Yes, so we are going to begin the chapter, that is revision exercise 1A we are going to do. In this video I will explain you all the topics which are given in that exercise, okay, which you all are already knowing. It's just that a kind of revision it will be. Okay, first of all, number name from 1 to 20. Number name means what? When we used to write the numbers in words like ONE1, TWO2, THREE3, this is called number name, my dear. See, like you can see the page which I have opened here, in this the number name is written. Okay, like for 1 we used to write ONE, for 2 we used to write TWO2, and like this we used to move on. In the same way, we used to write for the bigger digit. For writing the number name, the place value is also very important, as you can see. See, if the number is given there, it is 1 digit or 2 digit number. Suppose if 3 digit number like 643 is given, what you will do in that case? If you have to write the name of this number, then you have to write 6, the spelling of 6, 100, 43. Okay, you will write 643. Okay, because 6 is at 100 place, 4 is at 10th place, and 3 is at 1's place. So accordingly you have to write the name of this number. In the same way, if this 4 digit number is given, you have to do the same thing with this also. You will write 2000, 400, 30, Yes, 2430. Okay, because 2 is present at the thousand place, so we will write the value of 2 as 2000. In the same way, 4 is present at the 100 place, so we will write the value of 4 as 400, and 3 is at tens place, and in one place nothing is there, so we will write only 30, and it is over. So like this we used to write the place value of any number, given number. Okay, in the same way, in some of the questions you can get the number name written already and you have to write it in numerals. Like I can give you example, like you can see it is written 7,500 20. Suppose this is the number name given already. So what you will write? You will write only 7,520. This also you. Okay, in both the ways it can be given. Either it can be given in numbers and you have to write the name, or either it can be given the name of the numbers given and you have to write in numbers. Okay, so you have to see according to the question what you have to do in that. Place value you have to remember. Okay, otherwise it will be wrong. In the same way, we are going to learn about how we used to form the largest and the smallest number. First of all, there are 10 digits, my dear. How many digits? There are 10 digits. It starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Only these 10 digits are there. Now you will say, Miss, we have learned about 20, 25, 30, 60. These are not digits. These are also digits. But with the help of these 10 digits only, we can form any number of digits. Either it is 2-digit number, 3-digit number or 4-digit number. That doesn't matter. Like when you will combine 2 and 3, it will be 23. When you will write 6 and 9, then it will be 69 or 96. When you will write like this, you can write 2, 4, 3, then it will be 243. So by using these 10 digits, we can write the number of digits. Either 2-digit number we can write, 3-digit number we can write, 4-digit number we can write. Any number of digits we can write by using the 10 digits. Okay. Maybe you can see in the question it is given that by using the given numbers you can have to form the smallest and the largest number. Okay, so that also you can do. But first of all, which is the smallest 1-digit number? That is 1. We will say, Miss, you have started counting from 0 and you are saying the smallest digit is 1. Yes, my dear, 0 is not considered as the smallest number because 0 does not have any value. This we are already knowing that 0 does not have any value. When it is being used with any of the digits, then it creates value. Then it add up the value of that digit. Then that 0 used to be add. But only 0 does not have any value. It is meaningless. So the smallest 1-digit number we used to consider as 1. Which is the smallest 1-digit number? It is 1. 1 is the smallest 1-digit number. In the same way, which is the 1-digit largest number? 9. So you will say, Miss, why 9? Why not 10? Because my dear, 10 is a 2-digit number. 1 and 0 both are there. So when it is a 2-digit number, so it will be considered as 2-digit smallest number. And that with that only, with the counting, when you will move on, you will get 99. And that 99 will be considered as the largest 2-digit number. And when you will again add 1 in this largest 2-digit number, it will form the smallest 3-digit number. Again, when you will go on adding one number, okay, then 999. When we are writing 3 times 9, my dear, it is the largest 3-digit number. Again, when you are adding 1 in that largest 3-digit number, it is forming the smallest 4-digit number. And like this only we used to move on. Okay, you have to remember the smallest 1-digit number is 1 and the smallest and the largest 1-digit number is 9. With this you can move on and you can form any of the smallest and the largest number. Now you can see here the numbers are given 4, 6, 0, 3. You have to use this 4 numbers and you have to form the 4 digits largest number by using these digits and the 4 digits smallest number by using this digit. You can see the largest number which can be formed by using 4603 is 6430 and the smallest which can be formed is 3046. In the same way, by using the number 5871, the largest can be formed is 8751 and the smallest is 1578. It's very easy to write. Why? For writing the largest number, you just have to arrange the given number in descending order from the largest to the smallest. When you have to write the numbers in the smallest, when you have to form the smallest number, you have to write the numbers in ascending order, means from the smallest to the largest. Easy for you. The next topic which we have is after number. From after 0, 1 is there. After 1, 2 is there. Means when 1 is added in the number, we used to get the number just after the given number. Suppose if one number is given 69 and you have to write the number just after the given number, then you will get 70. In the same way, when it is given 700 and you have to write the number just after the given number, just after means the you just have to add 1 in that number which is given. Just after means not that 720 you will write, okay? It means the number which is coming just after that is coming 701, okay? So this is the after number. When we have to write the number after the given number, then we just have to add 1 in the given number. If we have to write the number which is coming just after 6, then we have to add 1 in this, then we will get 7, and 7 is the number which is coming just after 6. It is just the forward counting. 1, 2, then 2, then 3, then 3, then 4. Like this it used to go in forward order. Okay. It used to go forward. Okay. From 1 to 10 like this only. After that means after 1, 2 will come. After 2, 3 will come. After 3, 4 will come. Every time 1, 1 we are adding in the number which is all in the previous number. Okay. To get the next number after that. In the same way, we used to write the before number, that is backward counting. Backward counting means, suppose if the number is given, my dear, 10, you have to write the number which is coming just before this. So, which is the number coming just before this? 9 is the number which is coming just before 10. So, this is the backward counting. Okay. From 9, then 8, then 8, then 7, then 7, then 6, then 6, then 5. Like this it will move on. Okay. If it is given 100 and you have to write the number which is coming before this, nothing to do. Subtract 1 from the given number. When we will subtract 1 from 100, we will get 99. So, before number can be written by subtracting 1 and after number can be written by adding 1. Easy? It is just the backward counting from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the backward counting. Okay? And in before, after, that was the forward counting. We were going forward by adding 1, 1. Whereas in before, backward counting, we are subtracting 1, 1. Like in this example, you can see after 9, what it is coming? 10. Yes, this is after. This one is before. Okay, before 3, what it is coming? 2. 2 is coming before 3. Okay, so this is after and before. Okay, just add 1 when you have to form the number which is given and you have to write the number after that number, you just have to add 1. When you have to write the number before the number given, you have to subtract 1. Yes, now the new topic, that is finding the missing number. How we can find the missing number? It's easy. See, suppose if 10, 15, 20, 25 is given. You have to find the rest 3 missing numbers after this. So how you will find? And suppose after this, here also one number is written. Here 45 is written. So what will be the missing number? 3 missing numbers we have to find. How we will find? We have to see the pattern here, my dear, that what the pattern they are following. Okay, from the first number, what is the difference of the second number? The difference, I think, from 15, if I will subtract 10, then I am getting the difference of 5. In the same way, from 20, if I am subtracting 15, then I am getting the difference of 5. Again, from 25, if I am subtracting 20, again I am getting the difference of 5. It means that if I have to write the number after 25, I just have to add 5. So when I will add 5 in 25, I will get 30. When again I will add 5 in 30, I will get 35. Then again if I will add 5 in 35, I will get 40. So I have got all the 3 missing numbers, that is 30, 35 and 40, because the difference from one number to another in the pattern is only 5. This kind of big numbers also you can get as pattern, like 130, 131 and 132. Okay, this is a big number, but what is the similarity in this? What kind of pattern they are following? It's very simple. We can do it very easily. The pattern which they are following is they are just adding 1 after the given number. Means after 30 they have added 1, they have got 31. After 31 they have added 1, they have got 32. And like this only, if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missing numbers we have to write, we just have to add 1. Okay, we just have to add 1. Means after 32 we will add 1, then we will get 133. After 133 when we will add 1, we will get 134. After 134 we will add 1, we will get 135, and like this we will move on. So this is also one of the pattern. You have to see the pattern minutely. You have to observe in the pattern that what is the difference, what the pattern is trying to tell to you. Like, it is not like that only one digit difference or 5 digit difference you will get. Maybe the difference can be of 100 also, my dear. Okay, these 2 blanks will be given and then it is written 500. So you have to observe that from the first number, the second number, what is the difference? The difference is of 100. So like this only you will move on. From 200 the difference will be, again you will write 300. Now again 400 and then 500. So in any pattern the numbers can be given to you. You have to see the pattern, you have to observe the pattern minutely, and then you have to see that what is the difference they are creating and what you have to do in that, and accordingly you have to move on. Okay. Now it is expanded form. What is expanded form? Expanded form is just writing the digit according to the position of the digit in their given number. Okay, means the place value we used to write, nothing more than that. It's very easy to do. Okay, suppose if 7294 is given, it is given in standard form. Okay, it is right now given in standard form. When you have to expand this, very easy. From the first we used to start from the right side. This is the right side and this is the left side. So right side, which digit is given? Right side 7 is given and the left side 4 is given. Here we don't have to see the place value, okay, because we have to distribute it according to the place value. We have to write the position of a number according to its place value, but we will start from the right side when we are expanding the digit, when we are doing the expansion of that digit. So 7 is written at 1000 place, but what we will do, I am giving you a very easy trick to do this. What? 4 digit number it is. We will start from the first digit and the first digit is 7. So after 7, how many digits are left? 3 digits. So after 7, we will put only 3 zeros. Easy na? Then after, it is 2 written. After 2, how many digits are left? 1 and 2, 9 and 4. So after 2, we will put 2 zeros. In the same way, in the last it is written, in the last second it is written 9. And after 9, how many digits? Only 1 digit number. So only 1 zero. Okay. In the same way, in the last it is written 4. So we will write 4. Okay, so it's very easy to do the expansion of any number when we are expanding any number. Any big digit is also given, don't get nervous, very easy. Suppose if 5-digit number, suppose it is a big digit, now how we will expand? Very easy. Miss has already said from the beginning we will start, and the whatever the number of digit we will, the digit which we are writing, after that whatever number of digits are left, only that much zero we have to put. So it's very easy. After 5 only 4 digits are left, so 4 0 I have put. After 4 3 digits are left, so 3 0 I will put. After 2 digits are left, so 2 0 I will put. After 0 1 digit is left, so 2 0 we will write. And after 1 no digit is left, so 1 will be written alone. Okay, so like this only we used to do the expansion of any given digits. Okay, we used to expand the given digit. Okay, so this is how we have expanded. Okay, when we have to write the digit in standard form, nothing to do, only just remove this number of zeros. Okay, and write the digit. Suppose if the digit is already given in expanded form, suppose if it is given 2000 plus 400 plus 2, what you will do? What you will do? Nothing. Just remove the number of zeros. Okay, you are seeing that this is present at 1000 place, so you will write 2 at 1000 place. It is written at 100 place, so you will write 4 at 100 place. 10th place is blank. 10th place is blank. So 10th place you will write 0, and then 1st place is 2. So you will write 2. Okay, so like this we used to write the number in standard form, and expanded form already I have explained. Okay, see, like that only this also been done. This question has been done. 2 3 8 5 is given. 2 is at which place? 1000 place. So 2 into 1000 we have done. Okay, in the same way 3 is at 100 place, so 3 into 100 we have done. 8 is at 10th place, so 8 into 10 we have done, and 5 is at 1st place, so 5 into 1 we have done. So like this also you can expand, there is no issue. Okay, but little bit lengthier process it is, isn't it? And the process which I have discussed with you, that is easier. Only the first digit I have to see, I have to write, and the rest number of digits we have to count, and accordingly we have to put 0. So I think that is much easier than this one now. So you can do with that one, but you have to keep this also in your mind, okay, for knowing, okay, because this is also one of the process by which we used to do the expanded form. You can see in the same way this also has been expanded. How? 43176 it is written, so that also we have expanded. First I have started writing from 4, so after 4 digits were left, so with 4 I have put 4 zeros. In the same way after 3 digits are left, so after 3 I have put 3 zeros. In the same, after this next, after 1 2 zeros are left, so I have put 2 zeros. In the next, after 7 1 digit is left, so with 7 I have put 1 0, and after 6 no digits are left, so I have left the 6 alone, and I have written 6 as it is. Okay, standard form. A number that does not contain any component here we are talking about 0 is in the standard form. Component can be used to express such number in expanded form. If we are using zeros with the number, okay, we use that to expand it. Okay, and when we do not use zeros and we used to write the number as it is, then we used to write it in standard form. That only it is written. Okay. Yes. Now this is very interesting. Ascending and descending. When we arrange the number from the smallest to the greatest, that is ascending. We are already knowing this. Yes, from the smallest. Suppose if the number is given 8, 5, 7, 9. You have to write the number in ascending order. So which number you will choose the first? 5, because among the given number 5 is the smallest number. After 5 which is 7. After 7 8, and after 8 9. Now we have arranged this number in ascending order. Ascending is basically when we are arranging the number from the smaller to larger. Okay. This can be more clear to you with this example. You can see 231, then 230, 245, 277, 291. It is arranged in ascending order. Okay, from the smallest to the largest it is going. How we used to write it? It's very easy. We used to start comparing the digits from the right side. Suppose if the number is given and you have to write it in ascending order, if 213 and 230 is written, how you will get to know that which one is smaller? Very easy. You compare from the first place, right side. 2 and 2 is there, so 2 and 2 both are equal. It cannot be get compared. 1 and 3 is there. Next number. After comparing the first number, we will move to the next number. Next number is 1 and 3. Which is greater, 1 or 3? 3 is greater. So it means 1 is smaller. So we will write 213 first. Then after that we will write 230. Okay, and like this only we used to compare. Okay, from the first digit, then the second digit, then the third digit, and like this we used to move on. If in the first digit only we are getting the smaller or the larger by comparing, then we will write that one. If first digit is similar, if same they are equal, then we will see the second digit, okay, in the given number. Now descending order, when we arrange the number from the greatest to the smallest, that is the descending order. Like, I can give you the example, like suppose 69, 45, 32, 21 is given. How you will arrange in descending? It's very easy. It is already arranged because 69 is the bigger, then 45, then 32, and then the 21. And this is the smallest number here. This is the biggest number here. This is only how we used to arrange the number in descending order. From the greatest number, we used to write till the smallest number. Okay, this is the arrangement of the numbers in descending. This can be observed by seeing this also. You can see 291 here I have written first, then 277, then 245, then 230 and 230. I have arranged the number according to the bigger to the smallest. Okay, from the biggest number to the smallest number I have arranged. This is the descending order. This is called as descending order. That is all, my dear. I hope you all have understood all the topics which I have explained to you, because accordingly you have to do the exercise first. Okay, so all the topics are clear, I hope, and I guess you will see the video nicely and try to learn and listen everything minutely so that you cannot face any problem when you will start doing the exercise. That is all. Thank you, everyone.